Hey guys, welcome to the selfie video with Ramesh. Let's congratulate him for his recent milestone. Now he's the president of ITSAP. So hi Ramesh.
Hey Manoj.
So I think we should look at the camera and talk. I think it is the first selfie video that will be released in Hyderabad. So Ramesh, you congratulations. You are now the president for ITSAP. And how do you feel?
Good, very good. The fact that it was unanimously chosen, more than elected, it's been chosen by the whole group. It's a good honor. I feel very good about it.
Ramesh, you have been here for almost more than 10 years?
Almost 14 years now. Next week it'll be 14 years.
Okay, next week it will be 14 years. Now it's today is May 16, 2014. So you are here from 2000?
June 2000, yeah.
June 2000.
1st, yeah.
Okay. So in this 14 years, now you have weared multiple caps. So when I say multiple caps, it's not necessarily the position you have hold, but rather the contribution you have made. So now you're co-founder with for Head Start, and you're running Startup Started for the last 5 years. And you're also contributing a lot for different organizations. You are now guest faculty with IIIT, IIT, and also BITS. And you're heading now of Progress Software in Hyderabad. So one thing I'm really surprised, how do you manage all these things?
I don't know. I don't think much. I just do what I like. I got this advice from somebody some years back, 5-6 years back, and I follow it diligently. Things I like doing, I just do it. Somehow things work out. I don't know. I don't think much.
So what is the advice you have got, Ramesh?
No, this was an executive coach that I had.
Okay.
And so engaged by Progress, of course. And in the conversation is asking about what would you do? He's trying to find out essentially what drives. And so his whole thing was what would you do if you didn't have to work for a living?
Okay.
All your responsibility taken care of. There's enough money and so if you didn't have to work for a living, what would you do?
Okay.
So I was telling him things that I like. So his whole theme was, if that's what you will do when you don't have to work for a living, why can't you start even now?
Okay.
So why should you wait till that could be 2 years away or 20 years away to do things you love?
Okay.
And that just stuck on. So I very diligently followed that. Things that I like doing, I just do. Somehow make time and do it.
Yeah,
And these are all things that I do because I love.
Okay.
Somehow time comes out. The time makes itself available. Somehow,
Okay.
I don't know how. Not that I plan. I can't plan.
You can't plan.
I can't plan. So
You can't plan, it's really surprising. I thought you have a big calendar that you plan for and that makes.
no, I can't plan and do it. I can't say, okay, let me go this year, I want to teach in IIT.
Okay.
That's what I mean by saying plan. I can't say I want to do it and go do it.
Okay.
It just works out. If I like it, I do it.
Okay.
So it's combination of being a little lucky. And when I get lucky and if I like it, I do it. Period.
So Ramesh, you say you're an extreme optimist. When I speak to you, you say things very positively. When we speak, some program is happening, and irrespective of who are starting, you always encourage that will happen. You say it will happen. It's good to do that, and you actually push the vision of so many people. And for people who have met, I think they'll get it connected, more relevant what I'm speaking. So, what makes you be very optimist? You can't be an extreme optimist. You can be an optimist. Do you think it works all the time being an extreme optimist, or it makes you happy? Or
No, again, there are things that bother me, but by and large, when I'm doing things for fun, there's nothing for me not to feel good about. But I'm doing it because I like it.
okay,
And maybe that's why things that I like, when I'm doing it, I only see good in it.
okay,
There are a few things that are not happening well, but that's okay. It's an opportunity to fix. So I don't know. Again, this is not something that I calculate and say, okay, let me be an optimist.
That's be you. That's you. That what it is.
I'm not
There's
always
no
an optimist also, but when I'm
Okay.
doing things I love, I think it's hard not to be optimistic
Okay.
in those things. There may be other things that I'm very pessimistic.
Okay.
But anybody, if you're doing something that you love and enjoy doing, it's hard to not be an optimist in those things.
Okay.
It's not about the personality, it's about more. If you're doing things you love, in those things you will be optimistic.
Correct. So, Ramesh, like I think, I mean, in the last 2 years, I've been here for last 2 years, and you have been here for last 14 years. In the 2 years itself, I can see a lot of new initiatives that are coming up in Hyderabad, a lot of new startups, and I'm sure should have seen a lot of change that, like in 2000 and 2014. And now there are new initiatives. Like one of the thing is like you and Srinivas are starting Founder Institute, and you have something to tell about it. Like when I speak to Srinivas, he says like it's more about the Indian mentality of things that happen. This program changes that, and what are the barriers people have to become an entrepreneur and have skills in the 3 months of span. Like the program is scheduled to have actually come up with some companies or being optimistic, like 70% or 80% of the people come with companies. So 20th we have the first pre-event, and next month probably we'll be starting it. So what is your take on it? Like even before you start, how do you see that goes in the next 3 months or the coming years?
Again, I don't know. We like the program, and that's a gap we see also. A lot of people want to do it, but often don't have access to good guidance for quite some time. Maybe 6 months or so before they even can get into access to an incubator or any other startup enablers, and maybe a year or more before they can get some really credible support. And in that process, a lot of precious time and money and effort is lost if they're not on the right path. Founders Institute is focusing on creating the founders as they start.
Okay.
Enabling, equipping, and creating, and primarily focus on working professionals. It's not just any founder, it's working professionals with some experience kind of becoming founders. Both of us felt very strongly about it, so that's a place to
Start.
seed new startups and seed them with some very effective foundation, where they've already looked at the idea, they looked at the opportunity, they've validated, sized it, identified the go-to-market, identified their MVP, and did many things before even the first day of the startup. All this through they're still working through these 3.5 months. And so we just liked it, and also we've both tried to do such programs before, come up with a curriculum, and it's one hell of a task to create those curriculum.
Correct.
And so we said this is coming with a good curriculum. We like the curriculum. Many things that we would have wanted to do is all there. Very logical, common sense curriculum. So if you're doing something like this, it can't be too different. Anybody thinks of it. And but it's giving us a 1 or 2 year head start if we have to do it ourselves.
Okay.
For many reasons, we liked it, and so we'll see how it goes. How the first batch fares.
Okay.
And we'll see. It's starting in June, so it's going to be end of August, early September when the batch finishes.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping, like you said, 70% at least, maybe all, hopefully,
Okay.
form startups. Let's see.
So you just love Hyderabad. Like even when you go to Bangalore and sit in a Bangalore conference, or like whichever conference you go, you say like Hyderabad is booming and it is a happening place. And one of the reasons I call you is being a very extreme optimist is the same thing. And I think we are going slowly towards that. So, I mean, is it just this? I mean, this is a personal question maybe, but I think is it that you have some nuts for the Hyderabad place? That's because you have been here for 14 years, or like you're taking a place where you can actually contribute a lot and promote?
I don't know. I just enjoy. That's all.
Okay.
I like the city. I like what's happening here.
Okay.
I like the spirit. I like the network. The city is much better network than any other cities. Definitely than Bangalore, or much better network than places like Chennai or Mumbai.
Okay.
But even I would say, like even just in the software industry, it's a much better network city.
Okay.
And everything I know about this industry is in the city.
Correct.
Because 14 years before I was away from the country for some years.
Okay.
And so literally anything and everything I know about the industry, all my connections, contacts, experiences, it's all in the city.
Okay.
So for many reasons I like the city. The city is good, my experiences are good, my current engagements are good.
Okay.
And I just love it.
So, Ramesh, I think I've tried to cover a lot of things from you, uh, being an optimist to starting your initiatives to how you see the Hyderabad city. And before we close up, so I know it's very unpredictable, but uh, how much actually, since you have witnessed like last 14 years, how is the acceleration of people that want like from college to startup? Like you're going to IIT, Triple IT, and BITS, and you should have seen some people who have a very urge to start up, and I think they are now getting the network where they can build. Right. So I'm asking this because startup people are doing after like working for 10 or 15 years, but there are people who are starting at a very early stage. So, but how do they balance it? Like they don't have much experience now. They are also balancing their education, and they have to convince their parents to not go to job, although they are very much eligible. So you have personal interactions with them. Like, what do you?
See, I always say like I don't think any parent is going to say no for a master's.
Yes.
And some parents, yes, I mean, or they may not still not say, but I think as individuals, there may be compulsions, family compulsions to go work and start earning. I'm sure there are some people that badly need to start working. But that's a smaller number. Most families will encourage somebody doing a master's.
Okay.
And in that period, they're spending money and they're not getting any money.
Correct.
I say like if your family can afford you not working for a few months,
Okay.
I always encourage them to go do it. Just assume it's a 2-year master.
Okay.
Yes, there's no degree at the end of it. You have some very rich experience at the end of it.
Correct.
And I think that's an easy way to convince parents. Give me 2 years. Treat it as a master's.
Okay.
If it doesn't work out, I will take a job.
Okay. So for people who are working for 10 or 15 years, they have to leave their current job, which is well paid, and then they probably would have a family and.
That's a personal call. Nobody can tell them, look, this is the time, quit. You have to make a call, make sure there's enough money.
Okay.
All the major responsibilities are accounted for.
Okay.
You have enough money in the bank to take care of the family. You can't do anything at the risk of family, no doubt about it.
Okay.
That said, there's no easy solution. So it's each
So I
individual.
think in this scenario, like Founder Institute is.
The Founder
makes sense.
Institute doesn't solve that problem.
So.
Their financial, they still have to make sure there's enough money to take care of the family for 12 to 18 months. For
Okay.
sure.
So Founder Institute is designed for people who are working professionals. Like
Yes.
what part of the problem that it is solving?
It's only solving the problem of like when you're starting, you're getting a lot of very, very structured enablement, mentoring and acceleration before even you start.
Okay.
Unlike all other programs which are after you start.
Okay.
And there's one program which is before you start, and it's like any other accelerator, very structured program and touches all aspects of an early stage startup.
Okay.
And so at the end of it, like they can make a very, very informed decision based on what they have seen, the way they've assessed their ideas, the market opportunity they've identified, revenue opportunity they've identified. Based on all this, they can make a very informed choice. They're not going on a gut feel that, okay, this is an idea I want to work on.
Okay.
They're going after a 14-week validated idea.
Okay.
And
So
not
they're-
only, and it's a very structured validation. So at the end of it, they have a nice business plan. They can go to any investor.
Okay.
And the business plan will be convincing because on each aspect they've spent like 3 hours in the program in the classroom,
Okay.
and then another 6 to 8 hours during the week doing
Okay.
some assignments, thinking and capturing information. So they can engage in a dialogue with an investor or with anybody, somebody they want to hire, could be like maybe a customer. They've thought through. So it's 14 weeks of very rich enablement before even they start.
Okay. So Ramesh, I think it's a great program for motivating people. Like as you said, like a lot of people don't have access to validate their idea at the first place and then create a business plan. And who can give man hours, sitting with them, giving mentoring, and in 14 weeks at least, like that is something coming up. And apart from it, you are running the show for startup side from like 5-6 years, which is making a startup ecosystem active. Apart from it, you're also supporting a lot of organizations who are trying to make a difference in Hyderabad, and hopefully we have more people like you, and Hyderabad will cherish globally very soon.
I'm sure we will. Hyderabad will flourish globally.
Thank you so much, Ramesh. On a weekend afternoon, you have given the time and your phone for this selfie video. Thank you so much.
Thanks.